What's good? Brian Tong here, and welcome to the Apple Byte for everything good and bad inside the world of Apple. This week, we're breaking down everything you can expect to see at Apple's September 9th event, and I mean everything. This event is going to be a beast. So, spoiler alert, if you really want to trick yourself into thinking you can be surprised next week, don't watch this because I'm including everything from iPhones to iPads to the Apple TV and more. Now, before we start, we've got to give props, and I should just call this episode the 9 to 5 Mac Apple Byte because Mark Gurman and his crew have really done amazing work breaking pretty much all the major news this week. So let's get to it, and first up, the iPhone 6s. It's been confirmed that Apple will bring a new 12-megapixel rear camera to the 6s that will also record 4K video, a first for an iPhone thanks to help from its all-new A9 processor and 2 gigs of RAM. The front-facing selfie camera will also bring a flash by lighting up the screen with a quick white flash when the camera button is pressed. The new iPhone will be composed of 7000 series aluminum, the same material in the Apple Watch Sport. Rose gold will also be a new color option, matching the rose gold Apple Watch copper-like color if that's your thing. Now, we've already talked about Force Touch for iOS shortcuts, although that might not be the final name for it on the iPhone. The 6s will also bring Apple Watch-like animated wallpapers ranging from a colorful smoke to a koi fish. In fact, leaked images of the rumored 6s packaging feature a gold koi fish. The phones are expected to keep the same storage configurations with 16 gigs, 64 gigs, and 128 gigs for the 6s starting at $199 and the 6s Plus starting at $299. Also, starting at 16 gigs with a 4K video camera is a little surprising, and that phone will fill up fast, but 9 to 5 Mac reports say Apple is sticking to it. Also, multiple reports point to September the 18th as the official release date. And we don't expect to see the iPhone 6C at all. Instead, Apple will keep the 5S, 6, and 6S at lower prices. All right, next up, the iPads are planned to be at the event based on reports and my own confirmation. The product I've been waiting for, the iPad Pro and a refreshed iPad mini, are expected to make their debut on September 9th. Now, the bigger 12.9-inch screen iPad Pro is the actual planned name for the device, and 9 to 5 Mac says pre-orders will happen in late October with the device scheduled for November. We know about its upgraded A9 processor and the expected Force Touch stylus with speakers on both sides for a better stereo sound experience. It will also run its own iOS 9.1 that will bring additional tweaks while still supporting split screen view and multitasking while watching video. No pricing has been revealed yet, but the iPad is really my number one travel buddy. Watching movies and reading comics and magazines will never look better, and I know this. Now, the iPad mini 4 will be thinner with an A8 chip, support split screen mode, and will bring updated cameras and run iOS 9. All right, we're also expecting to see MacBooks getting speed bumps as well. There's nothing too specific yet, but if there's any bet to be made, it's that Intel Skylake processors will make an appearance at the keynote. And the other product I'm excited about that will really be the headliner of the event, the all-new Apple TV. 9 to 5 Mac reports it will bring a faster A8 chip, a color-matched black remote that will still be made of metal, with a touchpad on top and 2 tactile buttons below for Siri functionality and the home button. There will also be rocker buttons for volume. Now, it will run an iOS 9 core that will help in reducing the size of App Store apps and include the same ports on the back for HDMI power and USB, but no confirmation of optical audio. The Apple TV will also have a role to play with Apple's HomeKit platform, which we hope to see more of as well. And gaming in the living room will be a major focus at the event, and Apple is seriously looking to take screen time away from gaming consoles this time around. But the biggest omission, which has been expected from a BuzzFeed report, is that the Apple TV will not support 4K video. And sure, I know most of us don't have one, but it would have been nice to be able to instantly stream 4K videos taken from your iPhone directly to your TV through the Apple TV set. Now, Apple has been testing out an 8 gig and 16 gig model and has considered 2 pricing strategies with a $149 and $199 model, but at the very least, we'll see a new Apple TV starting at $149. And we expect to see an official release date for OS X and iOS 9, normally arriving a couple days before the new phones, so September 16th might be a safe bet. watchOS 2 will also get an official date, and Apple is expected to reveal new colored Apple Watch bands. They aren't of the gross pastel neon variety from the first time around. So yes, I know it's a lot to take in. There won't be too many surprises after this, but we'd love to hear from you, the Apple Biters, about what you liked or dislike from Apple's event, have them ready, and we'll talk about them all in next week's episode. But before we go, we had some viewer feedback from last week's episode that we had to read to you. Rich Fisher writes in with, Brian, you deserve a bad apple, one that is rotten to the core, really a crap apple. Hydrogen is written as H subscript 2. H subscript plus has no meaning. H subscript plus is the hydrogen ion related to pH. However, a fuel cell combines hydrogen gas, H subscript 2, and oxygen gas, O subscript 2. Bad apple to you. Sorry, Rich. And thank you, because like G.I. Joe's Roadblock once told me,
and knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe! Also, you're right, Rich. I do deserve a bad apple. All right, that's going to do it for this week's show. Email me at theapplebyte@cnet.com or tweet me at Brian Tong, and I'll answer when I'm not absolutely destroying my nieces and nephews at Pokemon the card game. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you all next time for another Bite of the Apple.